Let me say one thing. I would have beat that lady ass had she stole 30K from me. I'm just saying. Guys, my name is Kay Shantae. What's going on? It's your girl Kay Shantae, and I am here. It's your girl Kay. What's going on, y'all? I'm coming to y'all with this recent turn of events, honey. Coming to you. I'm not doing a review this time. I'm doing a little my thoughts on how I feel about the whole Tamika Scott situation with her sister Latocha. If you don't know who they are, they the girls from Escape. Recently, Escape and SWV came out with a show called The Queens of R&B, where it's basically like a reality show about their life and what they got going on in in the recent day of 2023. So the show's been doing pretty good. Everybody has been chiming in and talking about the show and just, saying it's a nice show. They're about to go on tour. Me personally, let me just say this. I am an SWV type of chick. So I do like a few songs from Escape, but I'm more of the SWV type girl. But what I want to come to y'all and talk about today, honey, is the fact that it has been going on. One of the episodes from the hit show, Latocha and Tamika get into it with their mother. And Tamika accuses her sister Latocha of stealing 30K or more worth of money in royalty checks from back in the day. They had gotten into a dispute on the show. The mama was there. And honey, it went down. So mind you, as everybody's tuning in, watching, it hit the internet like wildfire. Everybody was talking about it. And some people believed it, some people didn't. So Tamika then goes on YouTube to drop the receipts. I mean, she did an interview with Miss Diana. Well, not an interview. She kind of just got on camera with Miss Diane. I think it's Diane, not Diana. Miss Diane is Tiny's mama out of the group Escape. Tiny T.I., that lady. So she dropped receipts. She did a video with her mother explaining what happened, what transpired from the video. And I would encourage y'all, if y'all want to look into it, go check it out. I think it's called The Real Tamika Scott on YouTube. She did a video and she provided the receipts. She had documentation of her handwriting when it came down to the royalty checks, the paperwork for it, and then she had the copy of what was forged. And on the forged document was Rocky, which is Latocha's husband. So boom, I'm giving y'all the backstory of what's going on here. Escape has been in the news because they get back together, break up, get back together, all that. So it's just been a lot with them anyway. And so I wanted to get my thoughts on it. So boom, that was the thing. So then you had Tamika get up on her YouTube page and drop the receipts. Then you turn around, you had Latocha going on doing interviews with folks. You had the husband Rocky doing an interview with Tasha K. He's being accused of cheating on Latocha, so that's a whole nother book of worms. But honey, it's just so messy because it's just like people could not believe, sis, why are you stealing from your sister? Out of all people, like you shouldn't steal regardless. Let's not get it twisted. You shouldn't be stealing regardless, but from your own sibling, from your own blood, that's just a little bit too much for me. So that's what got people's attention about it. And then people was like, well, if this happened so many years ago, are they, milking this for attention, or is it even real? People on Twitter was really like, is it a real thing? I believe it because the woman dropped her receipts on her YouTube channel. And I think what brought this fume back up is the fact that Latocha brought it up on the show. Latocha was bringing up some old stuff and saying that Tamika had disrespected their mother. So that's what prompted a situation that happened with their mom. With this whole money situation, Latocha brought it up on the show and Tamika dropped the bomb. Tamika come and drop the bombs. And Tamika was just explaining how the reason why she hasn't prosecuted them or hasn't even spoke on it is just because of family. Tamika, Latocha, and their mother seem very religious. You know, they are Christian people. They're religious. And so, you know, a lot of that stuff is the belief that, you know, you just turn the other cheek, forgive, forget. It's family. It's all love. So that's what Tamika is explaining why she didn't press charges or do any of that, because I think that would have been the only way she could have gotten her money back was if she prosecuted them after finding out they had fraudulated, if that's even a word, they had fraudulated the damn paperwork. She's just like, and still you can tell like Tamika is not really wanting to out her sister. She's not really wanting to even talk about it, but at this point the gloves are off. Honey, you a good one, because I would have been laid hands on her. Sister or not, I would have been laid hands on that lady. $30K. And Tamika talked about how back when she stole the money, Tamika was pregnant. So $30,000 it's not as much now because of inflation and the price of stuff going up, but it still is a lot of money. To regular everyday people, it's a lot of money. It can change some things for people. So you got the world looking at you, Latocha, as what is wrong with you to where you would steal from your own sister. And then in the show situation, going back to the show, the damn mama knew about it. Their mother knew about it. And Tamika talked about how she felt in that moment of her mother showing favoritism and treating her differently and all of that, holding her more to the fire than she does Latocha. And knew Latocha would, how do you live with yourself as a mother? How do you live knowing this child is stealing from your other child and you don't say nothing? You don't hold your daughter accountable. I don't care what nobody says, whack. So, you know, people are looking at these people like this is a lot of money to just be stealing. And then come to find out, Tamika further goes to say she had to pay taxes on the money, which was $16,000 on the $30K. So really you owe her $46,000. Not to mention anything else that you stole from the girl. She was like, it's $30K and counting. And you got Latocha up on here doing interviews now in present day, because this happened like last week, beginning of last week and the end of the week before. Now, honey, yesterday you had Latocha up on Instagram Live crying them little booger wolf tears with them blind ass wigs, crying and shit, talking about, oh, I'm sorry, apologizing to all the group members and trying to play victim. And it's like her apology is very like self-serving. It's not like she's very sincere with the apology. She's just like, oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Girl, if you're going to apologize or leave it on the damn playground. Stop playing and trying to say you apologize to get that story rolling to help your innocence and help your career. Because let's be real. Your career may be tarnished, okay? It really may be tarnished because, first of all, y'all just coming back as a group. Y'all keep breaking up, making up, touring, then you stop. So you just coming back as a group. So not to mention, like, yes, y'all are a nostalgic group that people remember from the 90s, but you're not selling that many records or that popping now in today's time because generations have passed on, and so you have a new generation, you have a new sound out here. Not to say that they can't make no music and get out here and do what they gotta do, but a lot of the notoriety has come from Candy and Tiny, which is the girls. Candy is from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Tiny has her own show with being married to T.I. So really, to be real, people knew more of Candy and Tiny from them going on and furthering their career with the reality stuff than they do for music. Like, people have, the new generation now has to be reintroduced to Escape. And that's what they've been doing. And I think that's the purpose of this show, is reintroducing themselves. So it's all good. It's cool. But it's like, girl, how do you steal? And then the husband, child, oh my God. The husband got the woman just doing whatever. He's very manipulative, as it shows on the show. He was behind the paperwork where he was putting his name on the paperwork to make it seem like he was their manager. So he's guilty too. And it's just a hot ass mess. And they keep going on doing interviews and making the situation worse. Mind you, Latocha is trying to get a solo record deal in the gospel arena. Baby, they not gonna mess with you after this. It's hard. On one of the episodes of the Queens of R&B, Don Juan, which is Candy's manager, was talking about how it is hard to get in the gospel music arena. And it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to be cut from a different cloth. And you can't have negativity attached to your name to be sitting up here singing religious music, baby girl. You're not going to be able to do that. Like, this is going to hurt you. Just like people was talking about how it hurt Kelly Price back when R&B Divas came out. The way that Kelly Price was acting tarnished her career to where people wasn't messing with her after that show. And people couldn't believe that Kelly Price acted that way. And it's showing that light with Latocha. She come on the show, she nonchalant, she don't want to do this, she don't want to do that. What are you here for? What did you come back and sign up to be a part of the group for if you don't want to do none of that? Like, it's ridiculous. And then Latocha had the nerve to say, oh, well, we family. Girl, let me just go and break it down to y'all like this. Miss me with the family shit, because I'm going to say it like this. If we so much family and you love me so much and family is everything, why are you stealing from me in the first place? Why are you doing hurt or harm to me in the fucking first place if it's so much we family? That's what I don't get. And Tamika is a good one, because I'm going to tell you right now, I would have beat her ass and we would not be talking to this day. We probably wouldn't have been able to get back together as the group, because I wouldn't have been talking to her, because I'm a strong believer in the cutoff game. I don't play that. I don't play that. And I've been looked at as the villain in my own personal situations in life with family and friends. I have been looked at as the villain and been made to feel guilty, because I'm one of those people. I'm a realist. I don't deal with the BS. I'm a very nice person. I wake up, I don't hurt, I don't harm nobody intentionally. Like I don't wake up with malice in my heart. Even though I've been through some things, I don't take that upon or out on people. And so when you do me wrong, it's a wrap. I'm not, and not to mention with the whole family thing, when you give, and it don't have to be family, when you give people the identity to say, I can do you wrong and you're going to keep forgiving and forgetting, and create that dynamic where this person has continuously done you wrong and you continue to forgive them and look the other way, you create a toxic environment for yourself. Because what you are allowing that person to know is, I can continue to shit on you. I can continue to do you wrong, and you gonna forgive me every time. So where's the respect? Where's the family or the this and the that then when somebody is taking advantage of you and continuously keep doing stuff that raises an issue? I'm not with it. Life is already hard for Black folks. Let's just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Black woman, so life is already hard for me. I'm not giving consent to no friend, no family, no man to continuously drag me and put me through and hurt me when life's already damn hard. I don't want to add to that. That's the thing. I don't want to add to my life of already going through in life. So if you're doing me wrong, you're going to get cut the fuck up. I don't care what your title is. You better ask somebody. I don't care what your title is. I don't care who you are. If you continuously keep doing me wrong, you're getting cut off. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care, because my mental health, my life is more important to me than to keep being around people that don't care enough to stop doing stuff that hurts me. If I've had a conversation with you and we've come to the understanding, hey, that really hurt me when you said that, when you did that, when you da-da-da-da. If we've had a conversation and you continue to keep doing it time and time and after again, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't have time on this earth to be going through no petty dumb shit when it's simple. Respect me like I respect you. It's called boundaries. Have boundaries with folks and let them know you're not about to talk to me crazy. You're not about to treat me crazy. You're not about to do none of that. And you ain't about to steal no damn money. Let's just be real. You're not about to do that with me. So I'm amazed at how Tamika has still put up with her family. Cause honey, that damn mama would have got cut off, and that sister would have got cut off $30,000. $30,000, and I'm pregnant, so I needed that money, and you're stealing from me? No, ma'am. It would have been a cut. It would have been a chop. I don't care. It just would have been, and I don't care. Like, people don't understand, and you know what? I can't stand about this situation. This is a big pet peeve for me. This shit makes me angry so much. I can't stand motherfuckers that throw the rock and hide their hand. They will sit up there and do something wrong, and you tell them, hey, this was wrong. This is why I feel how I feel. And they looking at you like, what? I didn't do nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't like bitches that throw the rock and hide their hand. I do not like it. I do not like it. I can't stand people that will do wrong and then act as if they did nothing wrong. No, bitch, you did wrong. You did wrong, and you know you wrong. You wrong. So just eat it. And then you can't piss somebody off and tell them how to react. How do y'all think that works? How do you get to put me in a position to feel upset or vulnerable or angry, and then turn around and because I react how I act, you mad? You shouldn't have done what you done. That's it. That's it. You shouldn't have done what you done. Like, don't sit up here and piss me off and do me wrong, then get mad when I treat you however I do. You shouldn't have done whatever you did. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I find out you doing me dirty, you're talking bad about me, you putting lies on me, you stealing money, you doing anything, I'm going to get your ass. I'm going to get into your ass, and I'm going to cut you the fuck off after. So that's my thoughts of how I feel. Now, going forward, Latocha, you need to pay this girl back her money. Pay the woman back her money. If you really was smart and you had a publicist on your team, what you should have done was, let me drink my water. If you had a publicist and you so much trying to build a single brand to go into this gospel field, you should have had somebody in your corner telling you what to do. And I'm not talking about that regular ass husband of yours. I'm talking about you should have got up. You should have made an apology video, or you should have took the time to apologize on the show, or you should have met up with your sister in person and apologized to her, and you should have been writing a motherfucking check that your ass can cash of $30K. If you got it, because you got that nice house, you got the nice car on the show, just pay the girl her money. Give her $30K plus more. I would have gave her $50K. If that was me and I stole from my sister, I would have gave her $50K just for the inconvenience of me doing you wrong. Here's $50K. Here is $50K, and I am sorry. Sometimes people just want you to take accountability. And that's the thing about people. Take accountability. If you can take accountability, I can forgive you and move on from something. I really can. If you can take accountability for stuff, I can say, oh, you know what? You took accountability. Let's do the work to try to move on from this. But the fucking problem is y'all don't be wanting to take accountability for your actions. Your actions. You don't want to take accountability. You don't want to apologize. You come with this half-ass apology, first of all. Secondly, you don't take accountability to say, damn, I realized I did something to hurt you. You don't get to tell me how to act when you hurt me. Okay? So do the work, people. Do the damn work. But yeah, she should have wrote the check. She should have apologized. And she probably should. I would have took the road of blaming Rocky's ass, her husband. I would have blamed Rocky. I would have said, yes, sis, I was stigmatized. I was under a spell. And he made me fry you. He made me fry those peppers. And that's what happened. That's what I would have said. Case closed, point blank. I would have said it and left it at that. But you don't care, Latocha, because you didn't think. You brought this on yourself, and what you thought was people wasn't going to believe her, but sis had the receipts. Sis had the receipts, the paperwork, and like they were saying, when Tiny Mama got up there and did the whole thing of telling the story, that messed Latocha up. That messed Latocha up because what does these people have to gain from lying on little old you? Who are you? Essentially, what does these people have to gain from making up a lie, sis? You brought it up on the show. Tamika didn't just drop this bomb. You brought it up, and she had to defend herself. And homegirl been quiet for a minute. And she said that she put the stuff to the side just to have her family. Because who wants to put their family in jail? Who really wants to do that? But sometimes you got to. Sometimes you got to put mamas in their place, sisters in their place, uncles, aunties, cousins, whoever, what friends, your man. You got to put people in their place sometimes and let it be known you will not run over me and you will not disrespect me. And I'm big on that. I take it very personal when somebody do some shysty stuff to me, because for the most part, I am a nice person till you piss me off. So yes, Latocha, pay the money back. Pay the money back. Sit down with a real person to do an interview with and apologize and stop doing this stuff where you trying to play victim and make it about you. Then in the video, she was apologizing to Candy and Tiny because she been shading Candy all over the internet, talking about she can't sing, da da da. Quiet as it's kept, sis. If people do buy your little concert tickets, they more so coming to see Candy and Tiny, like in the new age of stuff. People that didn't know Escape from the 90s, these newcomers, these new people, they coming to see Candy and Tiny because Candy and Tiny has built a reputation and is well known more so than you and your sister, if we being real. Now, don't get me wrong. People are going to come because they want the nostalgic of Escape. They want to see the four girls up there singing the old bops from the back in the day. Don't get me wrong, but sis, I would like to see you do a tour by yourself because you act very cocky, your ego in the way. Just like on the show, this is another thing I want to touch on in this video. On the show, they talking about who gonna headline the tour, trying to play SWV. Quiet as is kept. First of all, Escape, because all of them was pretty much like, oh, well, we think we should headline because Candy and Tiny got more followers, so we should headline the tour that they're supposed to be doing after the show. Sis, followers don't translate to money. You can have 1 million followers on Instagram. That does not mean somebody about to go buy your ticket. Okay? That does not translate into money unless you're doing something where with the following amount that you have, a person or a company is going to pay you to market their clothing or their item that they have. That's the only way that translates. But that does not always mean, oh, because you can buy followers. You can buy followers, honey. You can do all of that. So that does not translate. Following don't mean nothing. SWV and Escape is in the same boat. There are groups from the 90s that fell off because they couldn't agree to disagree in their group. The group broke up and they never kind of came back until in the later part of the years. Yes, people will come to pay to see those nostalgic moments of those songs because, honey, I have seen SWV. Actually, I went to a concert. It was Belle Biv DeVoe and SWV, and it was somebody else. I think Guy. I want to say it was Guy. I had went. Me and my ex went. Child, I done got there late. Missed SWV. I think I seen them perform one song, so I would pay to go see SWV again. But it's like, y'all ain't the it girls that's on the top of the chart. So pipe the fuck down to think like anyone's bigger than the other. I'm rocking with SWV, as I said. But then it's like, y'all can't even stay together longer than 24 hours. Y'all break up every 24 hours, get back together because Latocha greedy ass want to be a single artist. So y'all can't even stay together. Secondly, honey, Tiny was just being accused of rape allegations of drugging women. So who is headlining what under those type of rumors? Like, cut the ego down. Cut the ego down. Overall, the show is nice. I haven't watched all of it. I've watched a few clips and episodes here and there. They got, social media chattering about it. And so overall, the show's doing really good with the viewership and people like it. And people, I ain't gonna lie, the drama is making motherfuckers tune in. So that's good. But, I like it. It's cool. But I just had to come on here and give my thoughts like, girl, what? You stole what? You did what? And then you think it's cool? Like, no, sis, it's not cool. It's not cool and it's not giving. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Like I said, I would have put my hands on her. She probably would have went to jail. And I would have got my money back. And then it wouldn't have been no group to today because I still probably wouldn't be messing with her ass. But yeah, that's my thoughts.